The tray is down and the tools are out. That can only mean one thing. It's time to prep some fossils. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for tuning into this week's video. Today we are going to be doing some fossil work for the first time in a long time. Now, generally when I work on my fossils, it's to completely remove them from the host rock so you can see the fossil in its entirety. But today we're going to be doing something a little different, and I'm going to bring this fossil up closer to explain more. So, here's the piece that we have to work with today. It's a nice gastropod. The only problem with it is that it's super brittle. So instead of trying to completely pop it out of the host rock, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it in there. But as we turn our attention towards the back of this rock, it's kind of weird shaped and rather big compared to the fossil. So to save some room and give it a better look on the display shelf, we're going to try and trim up the back of this rock so it'll sit something kind of like that. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a Gastropod Imprint, but I don't have the Gastropod to go with it, so we're not going to even worry about keeping this thing intact. We just want this piece to have a nice angle. Or should I say we want this piece to sit on the display shelf at a good angle. Now, what we need to do in order for this to happen is cut the rock just about in half. And to do this, we'll actually take our pin pusher and start working on the back here and try and give it a good line to crack along. Now, a disclaimer before I start prepping this fossil is that whenever you're using a center punch, or any tool for that matter, you really should take your own safety precautions like I am here. I'm wearing gloves and safety glasses to protect myself from the center punch and or any debris that might fly off the rock. Because the center punch can actually slip off the rock and hit your hand. And I only know that because I've done it before, and it hurts. Trust me, once you do that once, you'll start wearing gloves. So I just want to throw that out there real quick. Now, let's get back to our fossil prep. And like I said, not that long ago, we're going to start along the back of our fossil. So that's where I'll be going first. And just like that, we're already getting it to crack. So let's just pull it apart. Just like that. Perfect. So, that fossil prep really couldn't have gone any better. Our gastropod is still intact. It's on a lot smaller piece of host rock, and as you can see by watching the prep, it was super quick. So really, it's a win-win-win situation. But the final test is to make sure that it sits up at the right angle, which we'll test right now. Here we go. Test number 1. Hey, look at that. That looks pretty good to me. Let me take my camera off the tripod and I'll get a better look at it. Wow. That's a pretty good angle. I know this fossil isn't the best, but you can't really ask for much more than that. That looks pretty darn cool. Now, we do have one more order of business to take care of before I send you guys anyway, and that is announcing which fossil got the most votes for top fossil find of 2022. So, without further ado, here it is. And to nobody's surprise, here we have our Halysite chain coral fossil. Now, if you want to know more about this piece, go ahead and tune in to last week's video if you haven't seen it already. But I will say again that this piece was found by my mom. So she'll probably get a kick out of it knowing that you guys voted her fossil top find of 2022. But it's rightfully deserved. This thing looks crazy. And I do plan on doing a breakdown video of this piece in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I know it was a short one, but until next time, stay safe and rock on.